morning everyone and welcome to the Acatenango vlog. Right now it's 7 a.m. We woke up at 6:30. We are doing the hike with Wicho and Charlie. I hope it will be good. I've heard that they are among the best or even the best tour company there is. We booked 2 or 3 months in advance, but you don't need to book that much in advance. I would recommend at least 2 or 3 weeks. Anyways, we're going to the office to rent some stuff and get breakfast. I hope it will be okay. It is very cold outside right now. I hope we won't be too cold. Up there we have more clothes in our backpacks. We got 4 liters per person, a lot of snacks with sugar so that you can fill your body. I don't know how it's pronounced, I'm sorry. And the sky is very clear today, which is very good. And I think we are seeing Acatenango today. Wow. So we started the day with an amazing view of Fuego and Acatenango, and that was awesome. And then we arrived at Wicho's and Charlie's, where we received a free juice, like an immunity booster, energy booster, and then we rented everything that we needed. So I really recommend you to arrive there as early as possible if you need to rent things, because they don't have enough for everybody. I mean, they have a lot of things, but not as many as the number of people that are on the tour, and some things will get emptied out, let's say. But if you don't want to rent anything, you can arrive even a little bit later, because you will wait there for I think 1 hour minimum as you are preparing your lunch, leaving your bag and renting things and so on. Anyways, we then proceed to get on a pretty long road trip. I think it was also more than 1 hour, but it was really relaxing and we enjoyed some views. We have arrived in the first place where the bus left us, and we will wait a little bit here. The bathrooms are paid. It's just 5 quinzales, so it's okay. And I don't know for how long we'll wait, probably some minutes. Then we will get our backpack and go on the first part of the trail, which from what I've heard it's also the most difficult by far.
76, that is the highest point that we have to do. Normally we do that tomorrow in the morning for sunrise. Today in the evening we will have the option to go to the volcano Fuego, but it's up.
So my biggest and most important tip for you to make this trip easier and more enjoyable is to know before what to expect. And by this I mean that you should know that the first part of this hike is the hardest, and I read everywhere that until the official entrance to the park it is really the hardest part. So I started hiking with this thought in mind that I have to be very, very strong at the beginning, and until the entrance I will not even think about how hard it is, and that helped a lot because I was handling it so well until the entrance, and then it got a bit harder. We made our first stop at 140 meters. It seems hard, it is pretty hard, but it's not as bad as expected. I think we will now split in groups, but the first 500 meters of climbing in altitude is the hardest. I have reached a very pretty view from here, and now we're going. We're at 200 meters altitude. I know. I see some people climbing over there. I don't know why. So a weird thing here, you can see that gate. So basically that is from a private land, and I got myself injured on my hand, and another person got injured even worse than me on their legs, so be careful there to make sure you don't fall. So we climbed almost 400 meters and it's incredibly slippery around here. You should get hiking shoes, because even right now as I'm filming, I'm sleeping. You can hear Mike sleeping, and it's much harder if you're sleeping like this. The poles here don't help anymore because the ground is hard. The hike is okay. It is not that bad. We are now reaching the entrance, I think, or we're close to it. Nice. Look at my shoes. Oh my. Poor shoes. Look at Mike. Mike! How are you? Great. So here we decided to take a break and also get a snack because everybody was taking a break around here. We are right now inside the forest. I hope I'm not slipping on camera because it is really slippery here. I won't look at the phone. What?
And you started to film.
Yeah, and I started to film. It's slippery everywhere, so I want to show you a little bit of the hike. I'm trying to film as much as possible for you. As you can see, here it's an easier part. Like here it's literally almost flat. I'm not that tired, but the problem is that I'm slippering a lot. Like it's much harder because of the shoes than the climbing part. The climbing part is really okay, and we are left behind because I'm slippering, I don't know what it's called, like crazy, and this is why I'm going slow. The hike is nice. Right now we are covered by trees. We are between the entrance and the lunch part, which is pretty easy. I think we'll climb for 300 meters around here. Honestly, one important thing about being in the forest was the fact that we were covered from the sun and we got burned pretty badly on the face. So don't forget your sunscreen if you want to go hike Akatenango. As you can see from how I'm sitting, I'm more tired this time. I've been climbing for 300 meters in altitude without a break. I'm not sure when we'll have a break. I think soon, because we've been climbing for a lot of time now, and probably this time we will have lunch. This part of the trail isn't as bad as the first one, but I think the altitude problems starts to kick in. I feel like I don't have a lot of oxygen, but it's okay. My head doesn't hurt or anything like that, so we are pretty good. There are some flat portions like this one, as you can see. Hello, Mike. How are you? Good. So at this point we finally reached the lunch break spot, and that was amazing. We ate the pasta they prepared for us and it was so tasty, and we finally caught up with the first group, which was the fastest, and we took a shorter break to continue with them. We have around 300 more meters until base camp, and as you can see there are a lot of small rocks here like sandy, but at the same time it's not that much of climbing. It's also bad, but not as bad as at the beginning. We are pretty good, right, Mike? Mike doesn't want to give me the backpack. Like, I carried it for I think half an hour and he carried it for more than 1 hour and a half, which is not fair, but thank you, Mike. And it's not even all the things we have. 5 liters of water we have in the other backpack that is being carried by a truck from Wicho and Charlie's, so they're very cool for that. I don't know if other companies do that, but if they don't, I really recommend this company. And I think we don't have a lot more to climb, or at least it is not that much more difficult. So here we have a very nice view. I think there is Fuego. I'm breathing so hard. And there is the first group of our group, and we are here waiting a little bit, enjoying this beautiful view. Look at my shoes. They're great. They're almost white. Hi, Mike. His backpack was 13 kilograms. Now it has 11 because I am carrying 2 more liters of water.
A lot of trips together. Yeah, great fun.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing friendship.
Yeah.
So we're having a flat part. It's not really fully flat, but it's decent, as you can see. And for this flat part, we'll walk 40 minutes, and then 20 more minutes, we'll go up on a steep incline. But the good part is that we have an amazing view of this volcano. I think it's Volcano de Agua, but I'm not sure. I will look it up and leave on the screen. Anyways, you can see some of the group in front, and we are over here, and we're good. It's been 3 hours and something, so we are good. So if everything goes the same way from now on, we will completed it in 4 hours and a half almost, like 4 hours 15 minutes, which I think it's a pretty good time. So at this moment we were all so tired, but I got some chocolate and we all shared it and we were so happy. The last 20 minutes of the hike, it's pretty steep, but it's doable, and we have an amazing view of the clouds and that volcano. Wow. Honestly, being like that above the clouds was an amazing feeling, like being on the top of the world. I think we're finally seeing Acatenango Fuego on the left side, but I'm not sure. This is really steep. You have to be very careful not to slip, because you are going down if you slip around here, as you can see. Wow. We have arrived. Wow. We have arrived and we are already seeing an eruption. Wow. Look at that. Wow. So basically I have split this huge video in 2 parts. You have seen until now the first part up to the base camp, and now you can see some videos from the next video I will post in a few days, where we did the sunset hike and then we did the summit of Acatenango, which was very, very hard. You can see right now on the screen how we were preparing for the summit hike, and I will show just in a few seconds how difficult it was for me to do that one. So but it's really hard, really tough, but it feels like much harder than the first 500 of the yesterday's hike. Anyways, right now on the screen you can see the most beautiful view I think I've ever seen in my life, and the videos don't even make it justice. You can see this is just so surreal. It is not edited, not anything. It's just as we were seeing with our own eyes, which was insane, and it was very difficult to climb but very fun to descend. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like it and also to subscribe, and make sure you watch the next video because I'm giving so many more tips about this hike and you will see also the sunset.